The political landscape between China and Taiwan has always been fraught with tension. But the election of William Lai as Taiwanese president in 2024 brought about a new chill. Lai, seen by Beijing as a staunch advocate for Taiwanese independence, immediately drew the ire of the Chinese government. His victory speech, in which he emphasized Taiwan's self-rule and distinct identity, was met with swift condemnation from the mainland. China views any talk of Taiwanese independence as a direct threat to its sovereignty, a red line that cannot be crossed. China's response to Lai's election was immediate and unambiguous, a dramatic escalation of military activities in the Taiwan Strait. Large-scale military exercises with names like Straight Thunder 2025A and Joint Sword became increasingly common. These drills were not mere shows of force. They were sophisticated simulations of a full-scale invasion, complete with incursions into Taiwan's air defense zone and mock blockades of the island. The message from Beijing was clear. Any move towards formal independence would be met with swift and decisive military action. The international community watched with bated breath as the situation in the Taiwan Strait continued to deteriorate. Concerns grew that China, emboldened by its growing military might and frustrated by what it perceived as Taiwanese provocations, might be prepared to use force to achieve its goals. The spectre of a conflict between China and Taiwan, with the potential to draw in other global powers, loomed large. The election of Lai marked a turning point in cross-strait relations, ushering in a period of heightened tension and uncertainty. The international community, acutely aware of the potential for miscalculation and escalation, called for restraint and dialogue. However, with both sides seemingly entrenched in their positions, the path to a peaceful resolution seemed increasingly elusive. China's military modernization drive has been nothing short of remarkable. Under the leadership of Xi Jinping, the People's Liberation Army, or PLA, has undergone a transformation, evolving from a large but technologically inferior force into a modern fighting machine capable of projecting power far beyond its borders. This rapid military development has significantly shifted the balance of power in the region, raising serious concerns about China's intentions towards Taiwan. Central to China's military modernization is the development and deployment of advanced weaponry. The PLA now boasts an arsenal of cutting-edge military technology, including hypersonic missiles that can evade even the most sophisticated missile defense systems, and anti-ship ballistic missiles designed to cripple aircraft carriers, the cornerstones of US naval power. This technological leap has significantly enhanced China's ability to strike targets in the Taiwan Strait and beyond, making the prospect of a successful defense against a Chinese invasion increasingly challenging. Beyond simply acquiring new weapons, China has also focused on enhancing its ability to conduct complex military operations. Organizational reforms within the PLA have streamlined command structures and emphasized joint operations, allowing the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Rocket Force to operate in a more coordinated and effective manner. This focus on jointness is particularly significant in the context of a potential invasion of Taiwan, which would necessitate a highly synchronized assault involving all branches of the PLA. China's growing military might is not merely theoretical, it is actively being demonstrated through a series of increasingly assertive military exercises. These exercises serve a dual purpose, honing the PLA's combat skills and sending a clear message of resolve to Taiwan and its allies. The frequency and intensity of these drills, combined with the advanced weaponry on display, underscore China's determination to achieve its objectives in the Taiwan Strait by force if necessary. Facing the looming threat of a Chinese invasion, Taiwan has adopted a defense strategy centered on deterring and, if necessary, repelling an amphibious assault. With a significantly smaller military than China's, Taiwan acknowledges the need to leverage its unique geographical advantages and exploit the PLA's weaknesses. This strategy, while acknowledging the disparity in military might, aims to make any attempt at invasion as costly and arduous as possible for China, ideally deterring them from attacking in the first place. Taiwan's defensive plans hinge on maximizing its natural defenses, turning the island into a fortress. Recognizing the challenge of repelling a large-scale landing operation on its beaches, Taiwan has fortified urban areas, preparing for intense urban warfare scenarios. This strategy aims to bog down Chinese forces in protracted battles, inflicting heavy casualties and sapping their morale. The mountainous terrain of Taiwan, particularly along the eastern coast, further complicates any invasion attempt, offering natural defensive positions to slow down and inflict losses on invading forces. Taiwan has identified key vulnerabilities in China's military capabilities and is actively investing in countermeasures. Recognizing the threat posed by China's growing submarine fleet, Taiwan has prioritized anti-submarine warfare, acquiring new submarines and bolstering its anti-submarine capabilities. This focus on asymmetric warfare seeks to exploit specific weaknesses in China's military, leveling the playing field and increasing the cost of any potential conflict. Aware of China's proclivity for utilizing disinformation and propaganda, Taiwan has ramped up efforts to counter cognitive warfare. This involves identifying and neutralizing Chinese attempts to spread misinformation, sow discord within Taiwanese society, and undermine public trust in the government. By proactively countering these tactics, Taiwan aims to maintain social cohesion and ensure that its citizens remain resolute in the face of Chinese pressure.